I'm coming to you today to discuss resilience and all that all of us are undergoing at the moment with the turmoil within the world, globally, as well as within particularly the United States, where I'm from. All of us are dealing with the pandemic. We're dealing with family issues and our own personal, maybe even deep-rooted issues. Now is a transitional time for all of that. So I was asked, how is it that you are embracing life at a time where you should be completely scared and out of your mind? And well, I just don't see things in the same way. Yes, there is bad in the world, but there is a way to embrace these challenges in a way that suits you and uplifts you. It's especially important for us to embrace our life rather than, think about what we don't have or could have, because we're simply not there. You can affirm all day, though, that things are great. And if that is not in alignment with what your subconscious believes, it's just not going to happen for you. But I believe there's at least 10 ways that we can embrace resilience and move through things and up.
Infinite being, use your intention, love your life.
What's good? What's good, my beautiful infinite beings? Welcome to my channel if you're brand new, and welcome back if you've been here before. For the past few weeks, I actually have been undergoing a healing process after the double mastectomy that I had. I told you guys about that before. And so I apologize I haven't been able to get my content up as I planned on a regular basis, but that's just one more reason to push that notification bell so that you know when I post. I've been thinking a lot about you guys, and recently I've been asked, how am I making it through? How am I being so resilient during this time? It's tough for all of us with the COVID and all the things that are going on in the world, including the political and climate and destruction of old constructs. So, how do we practice resilience? When we laugh, we're on a vibrational frequency of at least 540 megahertz. It's a scale wherein there's a lower vibrational frequency of, let's say, anger, lust, hate, and then an upward frequency of love or above, like consciousness, joy, these types of things. So when we laugh, really laugh, not that fake laugh, the tee-tee-hees, but the real laugh, and that belly laugh, from watching a funny show or something like that, or hanging with people that really mean you well, something that brings you joy, reading a book that is an exceptionally funny book. Remember, your inner self, your subconscious does not really understand the difference between what is kind of a made-up thing and something that is true to you, that's actually happening. So you can literally scare yourself into a lower vibration, or you can laugh yourself into a high vibration. When we walk through nature, or we enjoy a rainstorm, or even earthing. Earthing is, standing in the grass and allowing the vibrational frequencies from live things like grass to kind of charge our own system. That's really a beautiful way, actually, of bringing life into our bodies. We can choose to go outside in nature and breathe. The pranayama, which I've discussed also in past meditation videos, you can check those out. I can put a link in below. That's something that is also wonderful. Smelling really good essential oils is something that I like to do if I'm feeling, particularly sad or need clarity or something. I might choose to just drop some oils on my wrists and inhale those. I have a tendency to use pure oil. One of the companies that I really, really like is Young Living oil. I will take the lavender oil and I'll just take a few drops, rub those in or dot them, and then breathe those in. So that's something that you can actually do that will help you alleviate some tension. There are many different oils you can use, but that's for another day. I can put the link in the description box for that as well. I believe there is an Incredibles character that Miss Mode that talks about, staying in the now. She doesn't have time, darling, for the past, and the future hasn't gotten here. So stay in your present. Present is where we create in the first place, or co-create. If you're so busy stuck in your past, you're not going to make it into your present or into a future. So staying in your present about what, for example, that you love or what you're grateful for. Yeah, that's another thing that you can do, is use whatever it is that you are grateful for and stay in the moment. Think about that for a moment. Ruminate on that, not on your troubles and your worries all the time. The worry will be there and you can work through that too, but staying in it doesn't help, because as you're thinking of the past is already the past again. So remaining in your present instead of being scared about your future or doubtful or hurt or whatever it is about your past works. The company that you keep is so important. If you have someone that is in your life or people that are in your life that are most of the time bringing you positive energy and helping to uplift you, that's really, really important for your health and to help you to become the best person that you are. You don't want to be around, Daisy Downers for your lifetime, because you will not be able to continue to hold on onto positive energy. If you are an empath, that's particularly important because of the energy that you draw in. And if you have someone who is more cognitively empathic, so that's a person that can deal with their thoughts. They use your thoughts against you a lot of the time. It could be on a positive way too, but it's that that pushy salesperson that knows that need that you have in yourself that gets the sale for them, or a narcissist who is playing with whatever emotions that you're suffering through and knows how to manipulate the situation. You could be emotionally cognitive too, which is great, but it's also draining. So that nurse or doctor or frontline person who is constantly giving until they're completely drained. It's better to be around people who are compassionately empathic. And so that's kind of a balance between the two worlds. You don't need to be around people who don't have boundaries and don't respect your boundaries. A talk for another time. You want to move your body. And by that, I don't necessarily mean exercise, although, I used to be Miss Fitness Queen. But besides that, being in this particular place where I've had to deal with cancer and all of that challenge, I've realized that just moving my body feels good. When you have a moment to stand up, sit down, walk around the block, or go out into nature again, yoga, or even if you're just, moving your limbs, it's so important. It helps the circulation and helps you be able to think better. It can help you clear your brain fog if you have any. Thing is, what are you consuming? Are you consuming water? Are you consuming living things that help give their particular energy to you? If you do happen to consume things like animals, like chicken and all these things, just think about it. You don't want something that was murdered and its last thoughts were really bad, because it emits hormones and things into its system of like fear and all this anxiety at the last moment, and that's what you're eating. So just be careful about that. No judging. Unlike regular baths that cleanse the body with soap and water, spiritual baths utilize ingredients such as essential oils, herbs, intentions that charge the water for healing and clearing the energy systems of the body, such as chakras, your aura, and leaves you feeling more present and extremely clear and on a higher vibrational frequency. Spiritual baths are important because they can help you tap into your inner self a little bit more. If you are, let's say, a little bit clouded in what's going on with you, in illness, in anger, in sickness, this sort of thing, if something's latched onto you that's not particularly helpful to your system, a spiritual bath can help. You can also use a regular bath and put things in it like the essential oils, or even speak over that bath, like charge the water. Dr. Matsumoto had experiments that were around water and water crystallization. He found that when we spoke lower vibrational words over the water, like hatred, anger, like I hate you, and this sort of thing, the results were less than flattering. When the technician spoke love and higher vibrational frequency over the water, it actually crystallized very beautifully. So, what does that mean? Well, our bodies are just about 70% water. And if we're taking in water, or if we're speaking over ourselves in such a way, then we can control a little bit better what frequency at which we choose to resonate. So if you're in a low vibrational frequency, if you charge your water, or if you take a spiritual bath, you can do a reset on your emotions. Music is amazing. You can listen to a really, really sad song and get really depressed, or you can listen to an amazing song and get that energy and happiness from it. There are also solfeggios. 528 hertz is a miracle or transformational frequency. So check into that as well. Self care is so important. But self care varies from person to person. We are all bio individual, right? So we each have something that makes us feel better, and what works for one person may not work for the other person. So ask yourself what it is that you need to be a better you. What is it that brings joy to your heart? What is it that brings in love? When you tap into that, if it's hugging a puppy, or playing with a child, or walking out in nature, or just taking a quiet moment. Sometimes I'm in the car driving, and that's my moment to myself. And I realize that a lot of time, if I'm a little bit clouded and I just go for a drive, I can tap in a little bit better. or you can meditate, or something that gets you into your body like yoga and then meditate. These are all different ways where we can tap into our highest selves. And when we're looking to be resilient, any way that we can bring all those things in on a daily basis or combinations of those things can help us tap into our best selves and help us reach our highest and best alignment for whatever our life's destiny is. Remember, you hold the key. So embrace your life, infinite being, especially during these challenging times. Guard your energy and just bring that love and light into your system as much as you can on a daily basis. Enjoyed talking to you. And if you think of some other things that I've not talked about here, feel free to, if they're positive, to pop them down into the comments. I love talking to you guys. All right, take care. Smooches. Thanks for watching, Infinite Beings. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And until next time, smooches.